You listed certain factors, I think 3, the 284 approvals, they were approved in a ministerial fashion, the flags were flown at the request of a third party. Were there more you were going to say there?
Yes, Justice Kavanaugh. Another one is that these flag raisings were generally accompanied by a flag raising ceremony at the base and often by an associated event in City Hall. This court in Christian Consciousness, one of the several Christian Consciousness cases, mentioned that separation from a traditional public forum could help make you think that it's government speech as opposed to a forum itself. It's the same application form that people use, and I think this is a Pet App 148. Boston says that they process applications the same. If you go to the website today that lists the new 2018 policy, it directs you to exactly the same application you would fill out if you wanted to host an event on a concededly designated public forum. And of course, Boston's own desires for the program itself, which is celebrate diversity and foster connections among Boston's many communities. They didn't pick
that makes the doctrine, though, seem quite circular in the sense that it is a public forum because of what they've done, and it'll be easy, presumably, and why don't you tell me what you think Boston would need to do to change this from a public forum to something that's not a public forum where they could permissibly exercise control?
Yes, so I do think, to directly answer your question, it should be rather easy for the government to change things. This court expressly recognized that in Perry, and in a line of cases.
And what specifically do you think they'd need to do?
As we suggest in the back of our brief, they could do a couple of things. Obviously, government property can be used both for government speech and to create a forum, even if it's a limited or a non-public forum. And so Boston could take a two-track approach like that. Most of the time, it does use the flagpole for its own flags. But if it wanted to preserve this kind of flag-raising program in which third parties could raise their flags, they could limit it, as we suggest, and as Mr. Staver pointed out, to flags of countries.
Could it limit it only with the purpose of discriminating against religious viewpoints?
I don't believe that would be appropriate. This court has said that even in a non-public forum, viewpoint discrimination is impermissible, and we read Rosenberger, Lamb's Chapel, and Good News Club to suggest that prohibiting all religious viewpoints is nonetheless viewpoint-based discrimination, so I don't think that would be an available choice.
Mr. Joshi, I want to